So far we learned so many properties like commutative property and associative property. Is there any practical use of these problems? Let's check it out. We have a problem like this. Now, if I do this problem without using any property like commutative or associative, it takes a little lengthy process. Let's check it out. How do we add all these fractions? The first step is to take the LCM. Let's go ahead. 7, 11, and 21 and 22. That's how we take the LCM as. Let's say we start with 2. I don't do anything with these guys, and that goes to 11. The next thing I take is 7, so it takes 1 and 11 remains, and this is 3 times and 11. The next thing I can do is 3, I can write 1, 11, and 1 and 11. The next thing is 11, that is 1, 1, 1 and 1. That's the LCM. If you multiply 2 into 7 into 3 into 11, so you get the answer as what? Let's check it out. The answer will be 462. 462. You can use your calculators to find this out. But that's your LCM. Now what do I do? What's the next step? I would have to make this guy as 462, or the best idea is take 462 and divide it by the first denominator 7. So 7 1 times and 7 how many times? You can see it is 66 times. Use your calculators, you can understand that. So I can write into 66. Next thing. Again I'll take 462 and divide it by 11. Then it goes like 11 1 times and 11 42 times. So let me write this as into 42. Then I'll take again 462 and divide that by the third denominator, that is 21. 21 times, and this will be 22 times. We check this out. And the last one will be this, that is 462 divided by 22. It will be 21 obviously. Right? So I'll multiply this with 22 and this with 21. So what happens? So I can write 36, 3 into 66 is what exactly is the number. It goes like 198 here. It's 198 divided by, right, I can write the LCM once, that is 462 is the LCM, and 198 plus into minus is minus. So what is 6 into 42? It goes like 252 again, plus 8 into 22 will be like minus 176. Why minus? Because of this minus sign. That's it. We'll see how to deal with this guy later. So I can write this guy here also like this. Then what next? 5 into 21 is like 105. So we understand these many things, no? Right? So the whole process is a little lengthy and you have big numbers to solve. This is what's happening. Check this out, okay? Now the next thing is what? 198 minus of 252 minus of 176 plus 105 divided by 462, and I solve this whole thing and I'll get the answer as minus 125. 5 divided by 462, and I have to use a calculator here because there are big multiplication divisions. It makes it a little difficult to solve, right? So now let's see how we can solve the same problem just using these two properties, commutative law and associative law, and how it becomes a little simpler and I don't have to use big calculations like this. So I have 3 by 7 plus, now let's take it as minus 6 by 11 plus minus 8 by 21, and I have to add plus 5 by 22. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Now I can see, very simple, 7 and 21. Alright, 7 can divide 21. So if these two guys come together, it is nice. And 11 can divide 22. So if I take the LCM of 11 and 12, 11 and 22, it's very easy. I know that 11 1 times and 2 times, and it goes like 2 and 1. That's it, right? So I know 11 to 22 is the LCM there. So I don't have to even actually take the LCM. Because if 11 can divide 22, between these two guys, 22 is the LCM. And 7 can divide 21, so 21 is the LCM. So can I just write this guy here and this guy here? So here I'm using the property of commutative. So if I have A plus B, I can write this as well as B plus A. So I can interchange these two guys. So what happens here? 3 by 7. I just interchange that is plus minus 8 by 21, plus minus 6 by 11, plus 5 by 22. Now see what happens. I just use property A plus B. I wrote it the other way around, B plus A, right? Commutative law. Now what happens? Between these two guys, the LCM is what? 21 itself. Now can I see 21, how many times it goes? 7, how many times it divides 21? 21 by 7. It is 3. I'll take this 3 into 3. I'll get 9 here. Minus 21 goes 21 into 1. That is minus 8. That's the minus minus. That's it. I have this guy. Let it be separate. Plus What is LCM between these guys? That is 22, and 11 divides 22 twice, so into 2, that is minus 12, and this guy is plus into 1, that is 5 itself. Very simple. I don't have to use calculator at all, right? So what's the next thing? So that goes like 1 over 21 plus, I can say this is minus 7 over 22. Now, it's very simple. Now if I take the LCM of these two guys, 21 and 22, the LCM is they are two relatively prime numbers. So just multiply them and get the LCM to be the same thing, that is 462. And this will multiply here, that is 1 into 22 plus into minus 7 into 21. Alright? So what happens here? If I solve this and get 22, and this minus 147 by 462, and if I subtract this, I'll get the same answer as minus 125 by 462. The only thing I had to do was this multiplication, which was very simple, right? So now, this is a lengthy process, big calculations, big divisions and multiplications, and this makes my job very easy. Yes, here is where we use commutative law and associative law, so that we rearrange the question and solve them by parts. It becomes very easy to solve fractions, that is. I hope you understand this. Let's see what happens in the next videos.